everybody, and welcome back to my craft room. So in today's video, I'm attempting to complete a traveler's notebook spread. So this was anything but simple or easy, but I'm going to take you along for this disaster of a ride. So first I'm removing the staples, which was a lot harder than I thought, and I'm just trying to find what pages I think I want to work with. So I know I'm going to be using that striped paper from the Maggie Holmes garden collection, and then I just wanted the opposite side to be some of that grid paper. So I'm using the Studio Calico Traveler's Notebook. I'm just using a blank side for that. So now I'm just measuring because I'm unfamiliar with working in this side to see how big of a piece of that striped paper do I have to cut. And I really love this striped paper. It's like a paintbrush stroke, and it's really pretty. So I'm just measuring that, and I'm going to get that all cut out, and that is going to be the basis of my layout. I'll have that striped paper on the left hand side, and then that grid paper off and over to the right. So I'm just trimming, there was like a little bit extra. I'm just trimming that off on the side and getting it into position, and here we go. So next, what I'm going to be doing is getting my photos cut out. So from that other traveler's notebook, the kit came with these photo frames, and they're too big to fit into my project life, so I knew that I really wanted to use them. And luckily for me, there was a pink one. So I have these photos printed on a piece of 5x7 photo paper, and they're all printed at 2x2. So I'm just going to get these cut up, and then I'm going to decide where I want them to go in the spread. And these are pictures of my daughter and her cousin for their birthday. We took them to this kind of like spa. It was called Glitter and Glam, and they got their nails done, they got facials, they got their feet done, they got their makeup done. So they really were getting the full treatment, and they really loved it. It was really cute. So if you're ever in the Jersey City area, I would highly recommend um, checking them out. A little bit expensive, but for all the smiles and giggles, it was totally worth it. So I'm just getting these cut out into the little squares, and I'm going to back them up on that uh, it's a photo strip transparency, and after I clean up. So I'm just figuring out which order I want them to be, because I did not like the fact that you could see behind the photo strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to back this up on some white cardstock, and this is where all the drama starts. So first, the adhesive goes off of the transparency, and I stick it down, and it's not quite right, so I pick it up again, and then I lose a lot of adhesive, so I have to put some more on it. But in doing that, now the front is sticking to the adhesive on the other side. It was just a mess. So the thing is all sticky, and I have to individually cut those squares out, which was terrible. But finally, we got it together, and I'm going to spare you of all of that. So the title for this layout is going to be Glamour Girls, and I'm using my Elle Studio Large Jane Alpha to get that stamped out. And I am going to attempt to color that in with my Tombow markers, but I'm not going to like the end product. So I'm going to use this color here. I'm going to try out some other options, some ink colors, because I felt it was a little too peachy for me. I'm going to try a couple of other things. I'm not going to like it. I'm going to eventually go back to that Tombow marker, but in the end I'm going to scrap the whole thing. So right now you're going to see me just color in the title, and yeah, so I'm just coloring in the title, and I think it's fine. It looks okay, but when you see it in person, it really clashes. It looks like not even pink, it looks almost really orange. So I don't wind up liking it. So I'm going to take that over to my die cutting machine. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to stick that all to the side, and I'm going to use these Pink Fresh Studio. They're mini alphas. They come from the Keeping It Real collection, and I'm going to use those alphas to spell out girls. So my title is going to read Glamour Girls. Okay, so now I have glamour down, and I'm going to go in with those tiny alphas, and I'm going to spell out girls. And I really like how the girls look, but next to that word glamour, it just looks really orange. So I have these, I don't even know what you call them. They're like metal pieces, adhesive metal pieces. I got these from Hobby Lobby, I want to say, and it had a lipstick in it. So I'm just using that on the side, and I just love how it looks. I just don't like the word glamour. So now you can see I've scrapped that, and I've cut out the word glamour from the bottom of that paint stripe paper. The bottom of it was purple. That very last paint stroke was purple. And I like that a whole lot better than the pinkish orange words glamour. So I cut those out with I stamped the word glamour onto it, and then I cut those out with my die cutting machine, and I like that a whole lot better. I think that it's not too bright, it matches the other side of the paper, and it's just nice and subtle. It's not too pinkish, it's not too purpley, it's just perfect. So I'm using my Zig two-way glue pen to get those adhered down, and I really love using this type of glue for when I'm adhering down some type of paper die cut like this, because it it goes on wet, then it gets tacky, so you have like a few seconds to kind of maneuver it if you make a mistake, just like I did right there. Okay, so I'm getting that stuck down, and then next I'm going to get the word girls, bring that back over, get that stuck down. Okay, so after I get the word girl stuck back down, I'm going to bring everything together. I'm actually going to leave it because I was getting so frustrated with it that I had to just walk away. Um, this size is difficult for me, it's new for me, so I really just wanted to take my time and stop rushing it. So after I get that down, I'm bringing everything together, all the decisions that I've known I've made so far, which is just I want that lipstick there. So it's the next day. I have my journaling printed out and a couple of other things that I wanted to use, and I'm going to start making some commitments here. So now we're just embellishing and finishing this thing right on up. So I have this Laughing is the Best chipboard piece that comes from an Ali Edwards set. And then this says The Best of Friends. That piece comes from a Freckled Fawn chipboard sheet. So I'm just getting those stuck down, and I printed my I printed my journaling on some clear sticker paper, and I'm going to stick that down right in the middle there. Just getting everything stuck down. Whoops. So that's basically it. The rest of this, I'm just getting my embellishments now. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye for now.